Hello, friends, and welcome to the horror section. This is a place where I'm going to show off some movies that I've picked up. Here we go. First off, from 1975, by director Chris Robinson. This is The Intruder. And this seems to me like a thing on the 10 Little Indians, if you know what I mean. Just kind of like a murder mystery, like a bunch of people go to a island and they start getting killed off one by one, and you have to kind of figure out who the killer is. So it's a pretty cool movie that I've seen. I've just seen the clips of it, and it looks pretty cool, but I haven't watched it all the way through, so I'll be glad to check it out all the way through. And of course it's A, B, and C, and it's by a new company called Garage House Pictures. It just looks like a fun one, so hopefully I'll enjoy it real good. Looks pretty cool. Here's a slasher from 1989 called Offerings. And in this one, pretty much a kid that doesn't talk that much. The kid doesn't talk at all, if I'd say. The kids bully him a lot. Well, when he was a young kid and when they was bullying him, he fell down the well. And I guess he goes to he didn't die. He goes to like a psychiatric ward or whatever because he was a little messed up from all that. And later on, a couple of years later, he escapes and starts killing the kids that were mean to him one by one. And hence the name Offering, starts giving offerings to the one girl that actually was nice to him or whatever. Starts like cutting off body parts of the people. So it's kind of a silly take on the Halloween movies, but I enjoy it pretty good. Offerings for 1989. It's even kind of got that crazy music that's kind of in Halloween. It's kind of got that in the theme of this one as you're going through. So it's kind of got a good Halloween vibe. I like it pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit silly, some might say, but I like it pretty good. It's kind of fun. The cop on here is kind of interesting too. He's kind of funny. That's Offering for 1989. And this is actually made from a new company called Dark Force Entertainment. There's their website right there, if I can get it to darkforceentertainment.com. You can go check them out. They've got a couple of releases. This is like their first regular release, and then they've got a couple, maybe three double like grindhouse pictures or whatever. So I'd check them out if I was you. Just go to the Dark Force website there and just check them out. They got some pretty cool stuff. I think they're kind of in line with Code Red or whatever. They're kind of like a smaller company from them, I believe I'm right. If not, please leave it down there in the comments. So that's Offerings. Here's kind of a fun one with Jamie Lee Curtis and David Copperfield. This is the Blu-ray DVD combo collector's edition of Terror Train. And I believe this thing is out of print now. It's not like high dollar out of print, but you can probably get this from a little less than maybe $30, maybe $28, something like that. So if you want this, you better grab it before it goes way, way up. Because you know when they go out of print, they usually go really, really high. The boys and girls of Sigma Pi, some will live, some will die. Kind of like they mistreated a kid. And then maybe a couple years later, they're riding on a train, going to some big party or something. And he starts killing them off one by one. And you're trying to figure out who the killer is. And they're always wearing these crazy masks because it's kind of like a mask party where you can just wear whatever kind of mask you want. So it's kind of a fun little movie. You get to see all these people dressed up kind of odd, and then the person's kill them out, and then it all happens on a train, so that's kind of cool. And of course, it's got the David Copperfield. He's playing a magician on this one. I don't know how they got him in that role, but they did. But that's Terror Train, so it's kind of a fun little slasher on a train movie. Slasher whodunit on a train movie. So I like it pretty good. Here's one from Warner Archives, The Hidden. And I believe this is from 1987. And this is kind of like if I remember right, it's been so long since I've watched it. I think it's pretty much just these detectives have to figure out all these killings going on. And there's an alien or whatever. He can jump between bodies. Like he can jump to be anybody. And I remember everybody said this is a pretty exciting movie. After you watch it, you'll be a big fan of it. So I had to pick it up. It's been so long. If I've seen it, it was probably on VHS or like a really early DVD. So I'm glad Warner put this one out on Blu-ray. Kind of a fun-looking movie. So I'm definitely can't wait to check this one out from Warner Archives, The Hidden. And here we go from Shout Factory, one of my favorites. There he is, Mr. Weird Al. Now I had to throw this. I know it's not a horror movie, but it's just so crazy. People will probably think it's a horror movie if they watch it if you don't like it. That's Weird Al Yankovic in the UHF. I'm a really big fan of this movie. I'm a big fan of pretty much everything Weird Al does. I love his videos and stuff. So I had to throw this one in there. And this one's from Shout Factory. And of course I've got the slip cover here, which is in pretty bad shape, but still, I mean, I just enjoyed this movie really, really well. It's just a fun one, the 25th anniversary edition. So that's UHF. And last but not least, Dario Argento's Suspiria. This is the 2-disc Blu-ray edition. And, of course, there's all the special features there, the extras and stuff. But this is from Synapse Films, and I just didn't, the steelbook was way too high for me. It was way up there. And I thought, well, I'll just get this one. And I really loved it. I actually like this cover better than I do the steelbook cover. I just think it's cooler looking. It's got all those great people in the background, all the drawings and stuff. It's kind of a cool looking cover. And there's that first scene of that person hanging or whatever, about the craziest scene you'll ever see in a movie. And this is pretty much a girl goes to without revealing a lot, the girl goes to a dance school and a lot of crazy killings and crazy stuff starts happening. And it's in this great, I mean, just great colors. You can see on the back here all these wild colors like right there and just her walking. It's like a really colorful movie. And it's just a really fun one. So she pretty much goes to that school and just all these crazy stuff starts happening. She has to figure it out. And of course, it's by Dario Argento, so it's just a fun one. I believe this is from 1977, so it's an earlier horror movie. In his, he made a lot in the, he still makes a few, but he made a lot in the 80s, and he made quite a few in the 70s, but you know, I really enjoy his work. He does a really good job. So that's Suspiria from Dario Argento and Synapse Films. So I thought that was pretty cool. So guys, that'll be it for my video. I just wanted to show off some quick movies that I picked up. And if you have any questions about any of these or like to leave a comment, please tell me anything. Because I like hearing from you guys. And like I said, give me a like if you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll start making more videos like this. Maybe even do a few reviews of different movies and different things like that. I've done a few of these in the past. I just want to get back to doing just smaller videos every once in a while. And I hope you enjoy them. And I'll leave a link down below. I have a horror section on Facebook. So if you're a fan of Facebook, check me out there. And I'll leave the link in the below so you can, you know, check out and talk to me on Facebook and stuff. Because it's just easier to me to talk on Facebook than it is on the YouTube here. And I'll see y'all guys. And I hope you enjoy. Thank you. And if you're ever looking for me, you know where to find me. I'm always in the horror section. See ya. Thank you.